and we are here in Fontana on this gloomy Sunday morning. We're out here working. We wish we were at home, but we are working, making some money.
Work is work.
So work is work, but we would rather be at home today on a Sunday.
You would rather be at home.
We would rather be at home on a Sunday. So, anyways, we're doing some bird proofing on 24 panels, and we are gonna get this job done. Um, and Henry just got one side of it done already. I don't know. I'll show you over here. We got all this done. These are 24 panels that we just completed. Halfway done. We had to remove the skirts with our little tool right here. And Henry removed the skirts on this side and he put the mesh right underneath it. So it looks nice and clear and smooth like it should look. And we use this Wrangler Slick Tool wire mesh dispenser to roll out the mesh, and then we have this Watchel panel cutter that we use to cut the solar panels. But anyways, here is the top part that we're doing, and we're completing it. We're just about done with this top part, and you can see Henry over there. Hey Henry, wave. We're working hard. We're in Fontana. It's been a little damp out here, but we're getting this job done on this gloomy sunny day.
Oh, it's gonna clear up.
Yeah, it's slowly starting to clear up, I think, a little bit. Still a little drizzly out here since we got here, but we cleaned out all the bird mess. We had to remove 4 birds and 2 nests, and it went fairly smooth and easy, right?
Yep. Easy peasy.
And now we're getting the mesh. We're using 8-inch mesh on this. Most of our jobs we use a lot of 8-inch because you have more wiggle room if you have to cut it down.
Right.
So we're using the 8-inch mesh to bird proof 24 solar panels with skirts. The top part didn't have any skirts, it's just the side and the front have the skirts. So we got all this done right here. All this is complete. So if anyone is out there watching, hello, good morning. We hope to be done with this in a few hours. That way we can go home and enjoy the rest of our Sunday. Drizzle's starting to come down a little bit more. How's it going, Henry?
It's going.
It's going.
Just putting all this stuff back the way it should. Cutting out these little sections right here. Here, sit down right here. Have a seat.
I was gonna get the cutter.
Don't worry about the cutter. I got it. Don't need to fall.
I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fall. I'm good right here.
Who's on? Anybody on?
No, nobody's on.
Nobody's on.
No, nobody's on. People are at church or
Let me see.
at home.
Yeah,
Nobody's
there's
on.
people on.
No, there's nobody on right now.
There is. That doesn't tell you the whole thing, Dave. There is people on.
Oh, well,
Anyways,
there's 2 people watching.
not 2 people. There's more than that, I'm sure.
Oh, well, whatever.
You're so positive.
Yep.
All right, so this side is done here. Let's take these skirts off. Get these skirts off and get them taken off.
Yeah.
So you want to get some close up of this? Or you...
Yeah. And you got this big box right here.
This is a junction box.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, a junction box. Lock that in.
Some of these can be a little stubborn to remove.
Not this one.
That one easier than the other side.
Much easier.
The other side was a little stubborn. There you go. He removed one skirt. When Henry removes the skirts, that big piece, that silver piece, he likes to put it back on the frame, on the panels. This piece right here, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll take it out and put that piece back on.
It's much easier.
This piece right here.
It actually just comes right off, but I just leave it there. Just slides it right in.
So there's 2 pieces of the skirts with our tool that we used. And so Henry's gonna roll out the mesh so you can cut it. And it's pretty nice out here. It's a little chilly out here. It seems like the drizzle is staying on longer than what we expected, because it's a little more moist out here on the roof.
It was hotter than.
It was warmer yesterday, but
Much warmer. Yes, you got it?
yeah, but for some reason today it's kind of sticking with us today.
Yeah.
So he just rolls out the mesh for as much as he needs for this one, and then he cuts it with the tool, the Watchel panel cutter, and that's it. Easy peasy,
Easy peasy.
lemon squeezy.
Best tool ever that I've invested in. Best tool. Cuts like butter.
So thank you very much for everybody for joining us, the ones that are on. It's like I said, you could tell it's drizzling more because the panels are pretty wet up here,
Yeah.
right?
You gotta love it.
So luckily we're not on a 2-story roof, where this is a 1-story home, and Henry is being very safe. It's actually not, the roof is not actually slippery. It's not too wet. It's a little damp, but it's not that bad actually. It's just the panels.
Show you this right here real quick. So I'm going to cut this little section right here. So I'm going to go just about right here, about 3 down, and then I'm going to fold it in just like that. And that is for this right there. So it goes right underneath. So here, slide it in underneath. Lock it in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and lock it in and get it started.
And that's how it's done.
How it's done. I'll have this whole section done in
Like 5 minutes.
Not even 5 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes.
Not even 3 minutes.
Okay, 2. So other than that, this is how good burr proofing. If you know what you're doing, this is how it should look like. It should look nice and smooth. And again, we're using the 8-inch mesh, and we do it at a curve. If you do it wrong, some people do it where it's standing straight up, and it shouldn't be that way. You have to put it at an angle when you're doing the bulletproofing. So never put it straight up. Always want to do it at an angle. Unless you're sometimes doing the sides, sometimes you can put it straight up on a flat surface. But for these panels, for this roof, you have to do it at an angle. Lay the mesh at an angle as opposed to straight. And look how smooth it is once it's done. Boom Boom is on.
Who?
Boom Boom.
Boom Boom Messiah?
Yeah. Yeah. Boom Boom Mejia, good morning. Rod RJ says, be safe, it's slippery. Always being safe out here. Always, always, always being safe. Like I said, it's a little bit chilly out here with it being a little wet out here. But here's the finished product of when you take off the skirts and you put the mesh over the solar panel, underneath the frame of the skirt of the solar panels. And it looks very nice. Nice and clean and perfect. You see Henry cut around here. He cut the mesh so that it goes right. He lays this flat right here. This is exposed instead of being covered. And then he just has a little opening where he's able to put the clips and the mesh. Nice and clean. So again, there's Henry putting the skirt back on because he finished putting the mesh on these solar panels. Again, we have 24 we got 24 solar panels up here. And there you go. Just putting the skirt back on. And he just tightens it up. And there you go. Half of it is done on the skirt. And he's going to come up here and put the other skirt.
Okay, got that.
Oh, and all he has to do is just tighten up the screws.
Yeah, for this one.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Boom Boom Mejia and Rod RJ.
Who?
Rod RJ. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. He's got this last piece to do. He just screws it right in, tightens it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass in this one right here.
Yeah. Like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, gotta be careful when removing the skirts. Sometimes, like I said, some of these skirts can be a little stubborn as far as removing them.
Take them out.
Taking them out because they are a little tighter. So you got to be really careful when removing these skirts because you don't want to break anything. Like this one's a little bit stubborn.
Well, it's grabbing that little notch right there. That's the pain in the butt, because
Yeah.
getting that little notch, because you don't have much room.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. See if I can grab it from underneath. There he goes. Got it.
There we go.
Tight.
Again, sometimes these can be a little stubborn, but if you know what you're doing, then it will go on like it's supposed to. You just got to kind of play around with it, make sure that it's all nice and tight and secure before you let it go. Right?
Yeah.
And the drizzle's starting to come down a little bit more. Just a little. But again, this is our tool. Here's our mesh, 8-inch mesh. This is our Slick Tool Wrangler wire mesh. And our little tool right here. That's what we use to cut our wire mesh. But again, all this is complete. He just has to
I gotta do this part right
do
here.
this part right here. But thank you guys for joining us on our live here in beautiful Fontana. We're gonna get this finished,
And we still gotta get the bottom.
and we
to
still
do.
gotta get the bottom to do. So thank you guys for joining us on this gloomy Sunday morning. Thank you, Henry. Gonna let you get back to work.
Gloomy Sunday morning. Okay.
Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your Sunday, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you, guys. Say bye, Henry.